Hi, my name is Silipin Padunglat. I am the student from CNI Curriculum and Instruction. So today I would like to introduce Mr. Ryan Barnick, who is the principal of the American School of Bangkok.
Hi.
Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, please tell us about your professional background.
Okay, I got my bachelor's degree in Minnesota in business, and then a master's of arts in special education, and then a specialist degree in education leadership, all of them in different colleges in Minnesota in the United States. I taught middle school special ed for 7 years, and then I was assistant principal for 1 year. Then I came to Bangkok, where I was an assistant principal at the American School of Bangkok for 1 year, and then now this is my 5th year, just finishing my 5th year as the principal at ASB Green Valley. As far as strengths that I bring to the position, I feel like my greatest strengths are communication, building and fostering relationships, and motivating of students and staff.
Wow, that's interesting. So how would you build a positive school and positive school culture and climate?
Well, I think it's important first and foremost to lead by example. So that just means being out, communicating, being active in the classrooms, volunteering with students, volunteering with teachers. And then the most important thing I've learned is just listening. You need to be a good listener, listen to your teachers, listen to your parents, and listen to your students, and then follow up accordingly based on their concerns or requests.
So what is your philosophy of education?
My philosophy of education comes from my background in teaching, which was the inner city in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the United States. I had a lot of poor students, a lot of difficult students with mental health issues, coming out of shelters. But that said, my philosophy is that all students can learn. It's our job and responsibility as educators to meet their needs in whatever way we can. So sometimes we need to meet the needs of difficult students, sometimes of our gifted students, but no matter what, we need to be able to make sure they can learn. And I think that's a good philosophy to take anywhere around the world with students.
And how do you involve staff, teachers in the schools in decision making? And please give us some examples.
Okay, well, number one is I give surveys. I just survey our staff just as far as like, here's some opportunities and directions that we're going forward. What are of interest to you? I think when it comes to, like, for example, ordering curriculum materials, we've involved our departments, involving our head of departments, created middle-level leadership opportunities for our teachers so they can be head of departments or athletic directors and so forth, but then involving them when it comes to making those big decisions, asking them to go back to their department and get information from their teachers. So I think as far as involving others, it's just important to remember that I'm a collaborative leader, and you do that as much as you can in many ways.
How many times for doing in the surveys? For example, one per one semester or?
No, it depends. Like if it's a survey, if we're looking for PD opportunities, for example, right now we're planning next year who we're going to have for professional development for our staff. I have sent out a survey asking teachers, number one, what have you taken before? And number two, what are your interests going forward? What are areas that you want to grow in? What are areas that you want to learn in? So I'd say, yeah, about 1 a quarter on various topics, whether it's PDs or PLCs or end of the year field trips or curriculum, about that.
Oh, wow, interesting. So what would you to do work with teachers struggling with serious classroom management issues?
Okay, I think the biggest thing is to support them, let them know that they're not alone. I always say that their issues are my issues. If you have a problem in your class, that's my problem as well. I take ownership of that problem. So again, just being in the class and giving them ideas and strategies. And then it's important that you're just not having ideas and strategies, but creating goals around them, and then meeting again every week to follow up. So meeting with the teacher, hey, how did it work this week? If it didn't work, that's fine, that's not a big deal. We just do it all over again. We keep doing that until we figure out what works in the class and what doesn't. I know it's easy to just kick students out of class or remove them. Ultimately, we want students learning and we want them in the classroom. So it's my responsibility to work with those teachers to make sure we can keep them in the classroom. And no doubt, sometimes students need to be removed, but we want that to be as little as possible. Come down here to my office or the counselor's office, have a conversation, cool down, and then we want to get them back into class.
So, how about parents and communities? Please describe your approach to engaging families from diverse, different cultures and different socio-economics and linguistic, different language.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's difficult. That's been a difficult challenge for me in that the Thai culture in general seems from parents are a little bit more hands off as I'm used to in America. So we've had to come up with creative ways to involve our parents. I don't speak Thai or another language, so only speaking English. Of course, I need to have translators for everything. Everything I send home, that's important. But again, just to engage families, like providing them opportunities, and when I do send home invites, making sure it's in Japanese, Korean, Thai, and so forth. And then when I'm at school, being active in the morning, after school, greeting parents in the morning, asking them questions, making sure my door is always open for them, and making time available. I think that's important, so they see that I want to talk to them, I want to help them and assist them in any way I can.
So, thank you for your time.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Anytime.